Visit Pokemon Card Market and buy Pokemon cards from base set up to latest evolution set with best prices, secured system and easy handling. Only for European players.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center as always, and in today's video we'll be looking at a deck for the standard format. It's a Mega Audino-EX. So a Mega Audino, the deck that actually won a World Championship 2016 in a Masters division. I actually tried to remake a little bit this deck so it can be played in a current standard format. So as you can see, pretty much the Pokemon list is almost identical to the one from the World Championship, except for the Absol, of course, because there is no more AZ, so I cannot pick my Absol and use that Cursed Eye ability or whatever the name is, where you can just move 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemons on the bench or in play to another one. But yeah, pretty much 4-3 line of the Audino, 2 Shaymin-EX for the setup, 1 Cobalion, 1 Magearna, whatever you want to call it, and 1 Hoopa-EX. So 12 Pokemons, 38 trainer cards, and 10 energies. So definitely strategy is to go turn 1 with Audino, basically attach energy, turn 2 Mega Evolve into Mega Audino, play supporter card, strike for 110, and basically spread 50 damage to one of your opponent benched Pokemon. And that's pretty much it. That's the main strategy of the deck. As you can see right here, I also decided to add 1 copy of Giovanni's Scheme just because I can strike for 110. And if I play against that freaking annoying Friday Night Evil-Tal, I'm not going to be able to one-hit knockout, but luckily with Giovanni's Scheme I can go for the one-hit knockout for 130 without any problem, so I'm definitely in a better position. So 1 Cobalion, basic one with a Quick Guard, can actually buy me a time, especially if I need to evolve against those Friday Night Evil-Tals, because I can just use Quick Guard, prevent all damage down to this Pokemon at least from my opponent basic Pokemons, and then I can just, you know, oh, actually, I can't Mega Evolve. Wow, I totally forget. If I want to attack, my turn will end. So, yeah, pretty much that's not going to happen. Anyway, Quick Guard can also help against any other basic Pokemon to prevent basically damage done to it. But the most important thing, Revenge Blast is a very powerful attack for the late game, even for the mid or late game, because it can go for 30 plus 30 for each prize cards your opponent has taken. So let's say our opponent took 5 prizes, that's 180, which is just ridiculous for 2 energy cards. Magearna-EX with Mystic Heart is here pretty much to prevent all effects of opponent's attack, expect damage down to each of my Pokemon that has any metal energy attached. So Mega Scissor cannot scrap double course energy, for example, from my Mega Audino, so it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I was also thinking a little bit about maybe playing this deck around based on Fairy Garden and Fairy Energies, Max Elixirs, Fairy Drops, so I can heal the damage off from my Mega Audino, but I actually give up doing that at the end because I just simply don't want to play against Mega Scissors and similar decks that can actually disrupt my energies and pretty much have almost auto loss against them. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, 4-3 line of the Mega Audino and Audino, 2 Shames for the setup, and of course 1 Hoopa and 1 of each Cobalions and Magearna-EX. So moving on to the item list. Since this is a format where a lot of special energies are played, 2 Enhanced Hammers as a secret weapon in this deck. Original version was with Xerosic, but I think somehow Enhanced Hammer is much better. Single Escape Rope is always good because you never know when you can find yourself in a trouble, so basically Escape Rope can help a lot, especially because I have 3 retreat cost on my Mega Audino. 2 copies of Mega Turbo, just because, you know, you can easily power up your Mega Audino in single turn with the Mega Turbo, and 1 double course energy and you're ready to go with the Magical Symphony. More than that, 1 copy of Special Charge to recycle back those double course energies, 4 Trainers Mails, Ultra Balls, and V-Seekers for the best consistency you can get playing this deck. And then we are moving to supporter line. As I mentioned, 1 copy of Giovanni's Scheme, so I can basically drop cards until I have 5 or add extra 20 damage. It's going to be very important to knock out those Pokemons with 130 HP. For example, Greninja is 130 HP, so Giovanni's Scheme makes a lot of sense in this build, especially against Greninjas, especially against Friday Night Evil-Tals. Those 2 decks can basically be a very huge threat Even Talonflame is 130 HP, and if I'm able to knock them out with just a single shot, I'm definitely going to be happy. There is no doubt about it. One copy of Hex Maniac, of course, to be able to shut down any abilities. I was also thinking maybe about playing this with the 1/1 line of the Garbodor, but it just does not make any sense to me. One copy of Lysandre. I would love to get 2 of these, but you know, I just decide to take some other cards like Olympia and Ranger and Center Lady, so that's the reason why I didn't find space for extra Lysandre. 2 copies of N. 1 copy of Olympia. Basically, I can switch my active Pokemon to my benched Pokemon and heal 30 damage from that Pokemon that I actually switched on the bench, which is very powerful, especially because all of my Pokemons have very high retreat cost. I mean, Hoopa is a 2 retreat cost, Magearna is actually 1, same as a Shaymin with Cobalion, and Mega Audino 2 and 3 retreat cost. So Olympia is a very good card, trust me, especially if you don't have energy and you cannot use advantage of the Float Stone. 1 copy of Pokemon Center Lady, so I can heal all damage 6 damage counters and all special conditions for one of my Pokemons in play. Very strong against those annoying Friday Evoltals. 1 Pokemon Ranger, of course, in case of the Glaceon, maybe even Giratina. 4 Professor Sycamores, and then I just decided to add 2 copies of Parallel City as a stadium in this build. Parallel City makes a lot of sense, especially because I can reduce the damage that my opponent can do to me, for example, with Greninja deck by 20. I can also remove from my bench Shaymin and Hoopa, for example, which is very, very good. 4 copies of Audino Spirit Links, 2 Float Stones, and then I have 10 energies in total. 4 of them are, of course, double course energies, and 6 of them are basic metal energies. I mean, this build is very similar to the one from the World Championship in the Master Division, but as I mentioned earlier, I just added enhanced hammers. There is no more AZ, 0-second stuff like that. This build also had 1 extra Mega Turbo. Also, Olympia is here, Giovanni scheme, so pretty much it's built for the current standard format meta, so you should definitely check out the video with the gameplay so you can actually get your conclusion by yourself. Okay, so let it be heads as usual, and I can go first, which is very nice. Let's take a look at the opening hand. Unfortunately, this is the game where I will play against weakness. It's a Machamp on the other side, probably with the Garchomp. Not 100% sure, but I'm definitely going to find that out. It's not going to be easy to play against weakness, I can tell that for sure. Alright, so I have my Metal Energy in my opening hand. For energy attachment, I have that Pearl City. He started with the Shaymin. I guess the worst possible start he can get. Okay, energy attach. Hoopa for the Scundering is gonna be for Audino, for Magearna, and for 1 Shaymin-EX. Alright, so let's just put them down to the bench. Let's play Shaymin-EX for 3, and then I can get myself 1 more Pokemon like Cobalion on the bench. Perfect. There is also a Float Stone. So Ultra Ball for, let's say, N and Special Charge, so I can get myself that Cobalion, put it down to the bench. Play Parallel City, put it down to me, so I can discard Hoopa and Shaymin from play. Have clear Sycamore for 7. So clear Sycamore for 7. There is also Spurtling, Giovanni scheme, that's perfect, and the Trainers Mail. I'm thinking about just passing the turn. Not looking forward to play Trainers Mail yet. We'll do that probably on my next turn. Okay, 1 Fighting Energy attached down to the Shaymin. There is 1 Trainer's Mail. Of course he wants to get rid of the Shaymin from the active spot because it's easy to price knockout for me, I guess. 1 huge Sycamore for 7. So many energies discarded already on turn 1. That hand was just devastating. 1 Machop on the bench. And my turn. That's it. Okay. Let's Mega Evolve. Let's first Trainer's Mail. For the Sycamore. Okay. Okay, I like that. More than that, it's just gonna be Sycamore for 7. because I'm looking for double cores energy, and I missed the opportunity to hit double cores, but I can still find Mega Turbo. Yes, I can. Whew, that was close. That was very, very close. But at least I can knock out his Shaymin and get myself 2 prize cards and also damage for 50 that Machop on the bench. So 1 double cores energy and 1 more Audino for me. Definitely good. There is Machoke, no energies attached in it. There is 1 strong energy, and I guess this is gonna be pretty much another setup for 2. Okay. Maybe if I can find Lysandre for next turn. Oh. I don't like carving. No, I don't like carving at all. Okay, at least I can snipe on the bench for 50 his Machoke. That's not forbidden, I guess. Ultra Ball, maybe for another Shaymin? Maybe not. Just for the carving break, okay. Just for the carving break and my turn, luckily. A huge Trainers Mail for just another Spurtling. Not the card that I was hoping. It's gonna be Enhanced Hammer, I guess, just because, you know, I can't do that. More than that is gonna be 1 Ultra Ball for another Mega Audino. Then I can simply Sycamore for 7. Knocking out his Machoke on the bench. And basically getting 1 more prize here. Alright. Perfect. Magical Symphony. 50 on the bench. So in translation, that means that I need to pull 3 more prize cards. However, I do have VS Seeker sitting in my hand, which means that I can just VS Seeker for Hex Maniac and get myself Hex Maniac, shut down abilities of the Safeguard, and just go for 110, which is going to be exactly enough for the knockout against his Carving Break. There we go. That's pretty much it. Okay. Oh, there's a Lysandre actually, so I can just, you know, go with the Lysandre. Magical Symphony and putting 50 damage down to his Machoke on the bench. I know that I'm going down to 1 prize card, but it's just all about what can my opponent top deck. If he can top deck maybe something like an N, there is actually still decent chance that he can pull out something here. It's a strong energy, and let it be. Nope. He didn't even use Diamond Gift because he probably just realized that I can just, you know, find a VS Seeker for Hex Maniac and basically shut down his Carving Break ability and basically knock out his Carving Break and also Machoke on the bench for the last 2 prize cards and win this match. Okay, so starting second. No basic Pokemon in my opening hand, which means I will need to reshuffle my 7 cards and drop 7 new cards and hope to find maybe Audino here. There we go, there's a Audino and Cobalion, but more than that, nothing. Just a couple energies and 2 Parallel Cities. Do I like that? Not at all. Not at all, to be honest. Okay, Rayquaza-EX on the other side. I really like the fact that I have Parallel City against Rayquaza in my opening hand, because if he decides, oh, he just decides to Mega Evolve. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I mean, I can't do too much. I mean, I can just try to counter him with my Parallel City, hope that he don't have nothing, and then just strike with the 20 with my Drain Slap. Because it's all about Skyfield right now. Can he get Skyfield? Can he put him in play? Oh, there's 1 Shaymin for only 2 cards with the setup. So 2 cards of the setup for the Shaymin. There is 1 more Acrobike to be played, which is going to be 4. Let's see. Sycamore discarded. Okay, that's interesting. There's 1 Trainers Mail. And M. Alright, probably he have either way Sycamore or VS Seeker in his hand. I should probably bet that he have VS Seeker. No, there's a N. Okay, that was interesting. Still, I don't see sign of the... Okay, perfect hand for me, I guess. I still don't see the sign of a Skyfield, so without Skyfield... Okay, there is Skyfield right now. Hopefully I can survive this turn, not being knocked out. I mean, he still needs 4 more... Oh no, I'm knocked out. There's Hoopa-EX. Okay. Okay, how to recover from this situation? I mean, still he needs double course energy, so I might survive like 1 more turn. But probably if he have DC sitting in his hand, I'm gonna be knocked out. Oh no! Oh my gosh, I actually survived somehow. Okay, that's just insane. Really it is. I mean, I can play Sycamore, I can play Lysandre, but I'm just thinking about going with the Sycamore for 7 so I can try to set up maybe another attacker on the bench. Ultra Ball for, you know, Energy Ranger, so I can get myself Hoopa set up properly and then just Pearl City down to my opponent's side. Of course I don't want to play Pearl City down to my side, it just does not make any sense. Alright, 2 more Audinos, 1 Shaymin-EX, I still have Ultra Ball if I need it. It is going to be very, very important. Okay, first Shaymin, then Trainers Mail later. I should actually first play Trainers Mail, but whatever. Okay, Pearl City goes down to 3. Probably right now he's discarding his Shaymin from the bench and Hoopa. But it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I need to discard one of my Pokemon, so it's going to be Shaymin. More than that, 1 Trainer's Mail for myself for the N. And then my Magical Symphony is going to strike 110 to active Mega Rayquaza, and it's going to be 50 damage to the benched Mega Rayquaza. Okay, that's good. That's not good, that's perfect actually. There is 1 Trainer's Mail. Let's see. Next turn, oh, there's a Deliquent. Oh, if this is gonna be Deliquent, and probably it is, I'm just going to discard 2 Ultra Balls and 1 double course energy because I really want to have that end sitting in my hand for next turn. Wow, there's a Revive. Okay, that's interesting. Unfortunately, he can't draw cards as extra. He can just Revive, and that's pretty much it. Where on the other side, I can go with Energy Attachment down to my Audino. More than that, I can even grab myself the Seeker for the Lysandre. Strike his Mega Rayquaza on the bench for 110. And the most important thing, spread 50 more damage to the another Mega Rayquaza. And right now, I just need Giovanni Scheme for the 1-hit knockout against that another Mega Rayquaza. Okay, 2 prize cards for me, Sycamore and Giovanni Scheme. Speaking about Giovanni Scheme, just managed to get 1. So this is gonna be pretty much it, I guess. If he misses opportunity here to knock out my Mega Audino, I can just go for enough damage counters for the knockout. Well, there's a Hex Maniac, and he just decides to pass his turn, and I actually have kind of big surprise for him with my Giovanni Scheme. I can add 20 damage, and I can basically knock out his Mega Rayquaza and spread 50 more damage, let's say, to his Rayquaza on the bench. Alright, so be a Seeker and another Mega Audino for me. So he just had that Rayquaza. I can go for 110. Nope, it's just a weak 3. So yeah, pretty much those Pearl Cities actually did the job, but he actually didn't have support card, and in the end, it's a weak 3 for me. Okay, I'm going to call heads. Unfortunately, it's a tails. So probably I'm gonna start second here. Alright, so playing against weakness, it's not the best way to start. At least, I guess I can buy a couple turns with my Cobalion here. I can play with my Magearna, so maybe try to, you know, buy a couple turns against that Zygarde. I mean, Zygarde Regirock is just very powerful against my Mega Audino because I have weakness. And I simply don't feel comfortable against that. So, 2 Zygardes already on his bench, following that with 1 Regirock. So, Regipower will increase the damage for 10. There is 1 Max Elixir. Unfortunately, that's it. Trainer's Mail for me is gonna be Professor Sycamore. I will pick that Professor Sycamore and just completely discard my entire hand instead of just getting Ultra Ball and setting up. I want to have some energies in my discard pile, that's for sure, but more than that, I can set up right now and have much more less cards in my deck. So this is going to be Hoopa with the Skandering for, let's say, 2 Audinos. Well, Magearna is not here. I guess I'm going to take only 2 of them. Alright, so 2 Audinos, 2 Trainers Mails, and I can still play Setup, which is gonna be very powerful. There's Escape Rope and the Lysandre. Okay, we'll grab that Lysandre, we'll play another Trainer's Mail and hope to find something here. Nothing really special, to be honest. I mean, I can use Float Stone for sure, but let's see. Setup for 4. Just another Audino, and that's just pretty much it. Okay, I'm going to use my Quick Guard here. Basically preventing my opponent from being able to attack me for like a turn. And then I can just simply tries to play another V-Seeker for another Professor Sycamore for another 7 cards. Maybe even knock one of his special strong energies in case he attached them. Never know, maybe that can even happen. Not sure, but we'll see. So still no energies for both of us. And I will just attach 1 energy or not. Let me see. I guess I will take the risk here with Professor Sycamore for 7, and basically tries to get Spirit Link and maybe Mega Turbo with the double Course energy. Oh, there is a lot of puzzles, but unfortunately the most important one is not here, and that most important is Mega Audino. So I can't use Quick Guard anymore, so I will just pass my turn. That's just simply very bad. Alright, so there is 1 strong energy. Another Sycamore for 7. Now, Escape Rope. It's time for Hoopa, definitely. It's definitely time for Hoopa to absorb some damage from the Zygarde. There is another Max Elixir. I mean, it's going to be 40, maybe 60, depending if there's going to be Stadium in play. And yep, it's going to be Scorched Earth. Hopefully I can find myself next turn a Float Stone and double Chorus. Okay, Lance Pulse for 70. Alright, let's just go with the N. Okay, again, no double Course energy, no retreat, no nothing, so I'm thinking about just Mega Evolving 1 more Mega Audino on the bench and passing the turn, leaving my Hoopa in the front. Letting him take some more damage counters, maybe even a knockout. So there are 2 Float Stones, 1 more Fighting Veerbelt, and that's gonna be pretty much 80, so he's gonna be short for 20 more damage counters to knock out my Hoopa. which means the next turn I still need to top deck something like Sycamore for 7, find a Float Stone in Parallel City, and start to apply some pressure with my Mega Audino, but still with 1 extra energy on his Landers, on his Zygarde. Oh, there's Giovanni's game, so he's going to be a knockout for sure. And he can take 2 more prize cards, the most important thing. Oh, actually, that was very big play. I mean, he can even have that Cell Storm for 80 and for 30 damage heal off. Okay, at least right now I have space to basically put my Shaymin on the bench. Before I do that, 1 Mega Turbo to be played, and then I'm going to play Shaymin for 4. I mean, right now, even with 1 energy, I can go for like 90. Just 2 more Spiritlings. Okay, so I don't need Audino anymore, so it's definitely going to be discarded. There are a couple double course energies left in my deck, and probably I'm going to be able to take one. But the big problem for me is definitely the lack of the Enhanced Hammer. Best thing I can do here is attack with my Magical Symphony for 110. Spread 5 damage counters down to Shaymin, but it's not going to be smart, so definitely I want to target that Zygarde on the bench because he is the attacker. I just need to knock out somehow both Zygardes. And that's definitely not going to be easy, especially next turn where he can strike me for 80. No, he can strike me for enough for the knockout with the Lens Red, which means that I will need something like Giovanni's Scheme or just basically my Revenge Blast for the knockout. And there is 1 Pearl City right now. He just wants to remove those Shaymins from play, which means I'm not going to be able to take easy 2 prize knockout against those Shaymins, but at least I can take 1 knockout against his Zygarde if he decides to knock me out here with my Revenge Blast. And there we go. That's Lens Red for 280. And right now I can strike for enough, but I need N. Unfortunately, there is no N for me, so if he have Lysandre in his hand, the game is going to be over. Unfortunately for me, there is 1 Revenge Blast for 150. It's enough for the knockout. It's 2 prize cards for me, but it's just all about a Lysandre in my opponent's hand. If he can get access to the Lysandre, he can just easily knock me out. If he can't, well, there's a pretty much still great chance that I can somehow maybe even perform a knockout on his Zygarde on the bench for extra 150. So there is 1 more Ultra Ball. Let's see what he can take with the Ultra Ball. Nothing. Alright, so another Zygarde and... oh, and alright, so he ended himself down to 2 cards. Maybe I can get... no, V Seeker, okay. Strong energy, that's going to be powerful. It's going to be 80, 90, 100 damage down to my Cobalion with the Cell Storm, and he can even heal 20 damage down. Which means that I can't simply knock him out here, and there is 1 V Seeker for me, which can actually bring me Lysandre, so I can maybe buy some time. Lysandring his Zygarde on the bench. I mean, he's down to 1 card, and I simply need to apply some pressure here. Maybe tries to set up double knockout somehow. I know it's not going to be easy, but at least next turn I have Olympia, so I can simply retreat down to my Cobalion and knock out with my Cobalion his Zygarde for the knockout. Of course, it's going to be Land Pulse for 100. It's so many damage counters. Oh my goodness. Just another Spirit Link, I guess. 1 Olympia down to my Cobalion. Right now, it's time for the knockout, I guess. But then he can knock me out with his Cellstorm Zygarde for 60, heal 30, which means that he will have 40 damage counters, and there is no way that I can actually pull victory here. I think it's not possible. I mean, I can try maybe 1 quick guard. and maybe then just those Float Stones actually makes a big problem here. I guess I'm going to play my Revenge Blast for 150. Maybe Giovanni's skin will add 20 damage, but still it's not going to be enough for the knockout. Still he can go for like 40, I can go maximum 110. No, there's no chance. I mean, he even had Trainers Mail for the Lysandre. That's the GG. That's the GG. I mean, I do my best actually against Zygarde. I cannot complain because, you know, it's a Zygarde, it's a weakness, so I actually made a good matchup here. But if there was no Float Stones attached to one of these two Regirox or Hoopas, I might still have a decent chance to win, but nope with the Float Stone. So as expected, Mega Audino is a very good deck and a very strong deck against those lower HP Pokemon decks, and it can easily set up 2 or 3 prize cards knockout. Unfortunately, in this game against Zygarde, I didn't have pretty much any kind of chance to win the matchup, but I actually at the end managed to pull 4 prize cards, so I'm definitely happy with the build. So yeah, you should definitely try it out. It works perfect, I should say that. Consistency is good. Also, that Magical Symphony attack is just brilliant, in my opinion. It works so damn good, and I really like it. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more future videos. As usual, if you have any questions, don't forget to leave comments below. Till the next time, have a nice day, and goodbye.